The Wall Street Journal's latest report reveals that several Chinese companies, including PC company Lenovo and smartphone vendor Xiaomi, are leaving Russia. That is notable considering that some in the industry expected the opposite, due to the relatively close economic relationship between China and Russia. The WSJ reports that China's total exports to Russia dropped 27% in value from February to March. The Chinese Ministry of Commerce last month acknowledged the impact of Western sanctions against Russia but urged Chinese companies not to submit to external coercion and not to make inappropriate external statements. However, according to the WSJ analysis, at least one Chinese company may still be active in Russia, Huawei. The publication stated that the Russian telecommunications operator Beeline, owned by the Dutch company VEON, said it had received a supply of telecommunications equipment from Huawei in March. This is notable considering rumors that Huawei has laid off its employees in Russia. We noticed that certain countries and regions have responded with particular policies and sanctions, but it's a complex and ever-changing situation. We are evaluating the impact of relevant policies. Huawei's policy is to comply with the laws and regulations applicable to the countries and regions in which we operate, the company said. Nevertheless, the issue is still valid, taking into account the withdrawal of Ericsson and Nokia from the Russian market. Thus, Huawei remains the only major supplier that can still provide mobile operators in the country with critical equipment. At the same time, the US threatens to punish Chinese companies that violate the restrictions imposed on Russia. According to WSJ, citing informed sources, the major US microprocessor manufacturers supplying their products to Chinese companies asked their customers to avoid breaking the rules and prevent the importation of American microprocessors in Chinese products into Russia. At least one US supplier sent out a letter in March to all of its customers urging them to respect the regulations. The European and American sanctions will also hit Russian cloud service providers. AMD and Intel are among the various US chipmakers that have suspended supplies under US government policy. Domestic central processing units could be an alternative. As part of a Russian initiative, several companies are in the process of developing processors based on RISC-V, an open-source alternative to Intel's x86 and ARM architecture. They include Rostock, a technology investment company, server company Yadro, and design house Syntacor. Nevertheless, the production of these chips in Russia still depends entirely on the Taiwanese TSMC, which supports Western sanctions. So soon, the Russian electronics industry is going to dry up.